So welcome back to a new day. Not much happened last episode. We got another body, we replaced some of the gravestones, and we went and got some seeds. So I think today's mission is to focus on getting the graveyard up and running again. So let's see what we can remove and then recycle. We can remove this one. In my opinion, it's not worth fixing stuff up unless it's like level 2 or something. I think we can go ahead and fix this one. It is one of the items that gives your graveyard 3 points, and then maybe next Sunday or Pride Day, when the bishop comes back, we can open the church. I'm gonna remove this. And I think I'm gonna remove this as well. It's not really doing anything for the grave at the moment, so it's best to just remove everything. Because most of these things can't be chopped up again. Okay, let's make a few headstones. So 1, 2, 3. Let's make about 3 and then come back. Oh, it's because we're waiting to cremate that one. I was just like, did we get a body that I forgot about? No, it's the one we already had. It's just it needs to get cremated instead of being thrown into the river. So today is merchant day, but we don't really have any business with the merchant currently. He's waiting on us to bring him our first harvest. Okay, let's see. I think we completely repaired the hatch. Let me just go make sure. Because I am forgetful. And we did. Cool. We can probably get the carpenter's workstation up as well. The workbench. We'll build it over there. And by the time we're done, it will be bedtime. Nice. It actually took a lot faster. It went a lot faster than I thought. Okay. We're gonna be able to replace this pretty quickly once the church opens. So I think let's focus on getting the actual gravestones themselves, the markers out of stone. And Donkey brought us a present. So now when he drops off a corpse, it will tumble into this hatch and then come out here, and you'll see it's still 100%. It's probably very cold down here. I don't want to imagine it. I get very cold very easily. Also, just casually eating while we're doing an autopsy. That's not very hygienic, is it? Please don't fail. We need the money. Oh no, we failed. It's still an okay body. I feel fine burying it. Even though I'd like to have a 4 skill minimum. But we'll plant you in a place we'll know that you need to be removed. Like there. If it wasn't a surgeon's mistake, you would have been perfect. Don't worry, we'll cremate you eventually. I wonder If you bury a corpse and you get the burial certificate, do you get another one when you cremate it instead? When you dig it up and cremate it? That's an interesting thing to find out, in my opinion. That will be very interesting to know. You can drop off a few things. We can recycle this, I believe. Let's check before just use up our last bit of energy. I think we need the second stone cutter to do that. So let's just drop these off here for now and go to bed with blood and fat in our pockets. I kind of wish there was an option where you could clean up the mud you tracked into the house each day. Okay, we need to go fetch some more honey and berries today as well. It looks like our peat is done. Also, I just know my garden organization is going to drive a lot of people crazy if they ever stumble upon this video or the next one. Okay, let's get some honey from the cannibal bees. And it looks like the berry bushes respawned as well. Nice. There's some slimes we can come and kill. Maybe we should do that and get some more iron ore as well to go home because I'm lazy. Let's drop this off. Can do one more cake and then we need to get more eggs and milk, I believe. Leave this here for now. Let's go get some slimes and iron. The other post I read also said that throwing bodies in the river spawns more enemies, but I don't think that's been proven either. Also, did the slimes disappear? Was it somewhere else? I think it was somewhere else. There's no way I can remove it, and I don't think we should. It's always a good idea to have logs stacked up and waiting. Because you go through quite a lot of them, actually. Okay, let's continue with our gravestone mission. The rest we don't use, we can leave in the bin. kind of don't want to eat the cake for that last one. It's on 1% left. I'm not gonna waste the cake, and it's already close to being dark, so let's just pop these in the bin and then go to bed. Yeah, we got some iron. Maybe we should stow this to get started. How many can we do? We do 18. That will suffice, I believe. Okay, let's finish this one. And then go forage in the town and then come back. Like spinning around me. I wonder if we can upgrade his clothing eventually. He's probably comfortable, but I'd like to dress him in something nice. Just something that isn't so patchy, even though I know elbow patches were probably in fashion at this time, but I don't know. I want to change his outfit. Just slightly, even though this is classic. Okay, so this is done. We can now open the church the next time the bishop visits, and that will be on this day. Okay, let's go to the dead horse. Do we have many? This dude just went and stood on this lady. Okay. We'll just move on. We didn't see anything. We can get 5. And then we can just get a jug of milk or something. Because it's 54 milk. And we don't have 50. Because Donkey hasn't done his rounds again, and we messed up the last one, can't. Actually, did we drop off the burial certificate? I think we left it in the chest, to be honest. It's okay. We'll just forage a bit and then go home. There is supposed to be mushrooms somewhere here. There they are. So here's another fishing spot once we get a fishing rod. When we can eventually gather moths and give it to the guy. Alternatively, if we have the money, we can just buy a rod from him. But I think we should go the quest way and just give him the moths and be done with it. Just enough to get that one. We won't be able to get that one. Oh, we did. Nice. That surprised me. The game's like you thought. Okay, let's see. We can now make pastry dough again, I believe. Oh, we're out of wheat. Did we buy wheat seeds? I hope we did. We did. It just needs to grow still. Okay. We need to wait for that. What else can we do while we wait? We can probably open the underground passage just so that it is open. And Donkey arrived, bringing us a gift. At nightfall, with no energy. But we can store up this dude on the table and get back to him. This will be a pretty good one as well. Only if we don't make any mistakes. I think our only option is to go to bed. We are one day closer to opening the church. Nice. Let's see what we can do. We were busy with this. I want to finish it before I go greet our little friend. Before he gets too green. Which is okay, because he isn't a morgue. He's only at 99 at the moment, so that's okay. Oh, we made a mistake again. We made another mistake, so we're not gonna receive any bodies for the moment. We'll have to wait for the church to open so we can create the crematorium. I wonder if we can just let him decompose and then Donkey won't know there's a body here. Or will it still count? We'll check in a moment. We made so many mistakes. It still registers. Okay, well, we're not getting any bodies until tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. But our crops grew on a happier note. I hope our graveyard keeper washed his hands somewhere between there and here, but I doubt it. Oh, we didn't get any cabbage seeds after that, so we'll have to go buy more, it seems. We really need to build that gardening trunk. Let's see how much it will take. I think it's just fetch, maybe? Fetch, nails, and pots. We have those. We can do it. So this episode we're mainly just waiting to be able to open the church. I'm gonna open another compost station as well. And from there on the game will explode, quite literally, because we're gonna get very busy from there on. There's so much stuff that you can't do right now without blue points that we'll be very busy once we are able to. And then some of the DLC will probably wake up as well. So we're about to be really busy. This is just the calm before the storm. Okay, what we were busy with originally, I was gonna make wooden wedges. And open the underground, fix the underground walkways. Just 2 of them for now, because we can't really do the rest until we have better materials, and it needs a whole other workstation as well. That we won't be able to get anytime soon now, so it's okay. We'll just focus on this for now. All that's really getting us at the moment is our energy. Let's keep these with us. Is there anything else we need? At least I think we can make flour now, so maybe we should get that started and then we can do this first thing in the morning. And then the real fun will begin. So I ran a few errands and let's go see the bishop. And tell him how pretty our graveyard looks now. I was definitely right about you. I hereby pronounce you official keeper of this holy place and prior of this church. Let's arrange our first sermon. It will be a great honor for you. So just stand at the pulpit and speak the words. We missed that previous sentence, but okay. What words? The words. Actually, you can just say whatever you want. You know, this place isn't so bad. Put up some extra decorations, some nice candles, music, incense. Get all oiled up for a nice Long story short, all this stuff will help you to get more faith, and faith is power. Nice, you gave us our first sermon. May the force be with you. Not too bad, but my sermons are much better. You should really prepare for your next ceremony. I think the last prior kept some books with some wonderful words in the church library. He'll probably find some weird stuff in there too. One of the keepers was engaged in scientific research. You can throw all that stuff out. I'll spread word about your next ceremony. Maybe next week someone will show up. By the way, as prior, it is now your duty to perform a weekly ceremony on Sunday. I can sell you some useful accessories for it. Also, I have a small task for you. Just talk to me when you're ready. I have to get out of here. The air is so dry, my skin can't take it for so long. And then he vanishes. Okay. We can do nothing. For the moment. Also, he's gonna disappear when he leaves. He's not gonna wait for us to talk to him again. I'm not even gonna follow him. Okay, let's see. We got a recipe for speed potion, someone left blood, and acceleration powder and chaos solution here. We'll put those back in a moment. Let's just chop up some of the bookcases that's here. Cool research. Looks like we only got 1 stack of notes this time. But that is okay. Let's study the chaos solution. And we got some blue points. Not much, but enough to get started with. Next will be blood, because that gives you a lot of points actually. Yeah, we're up to 26 now. What else can we study? So, the points you'll get from studying items is shown next to study where it says not complete. So it will tell you what kind of points you'll get when you study it. So if it's blue, then you know you're gonna get a lot of points. If it's blue-red, you're gonna get some blue points maybe and more red points. It really depends. Let's find something else we can study. Let's use this one first, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I'll leave you guys over here, because that's where you're most useful, including the beeswax and the rune books. Okay, let's head home and see what we can bring back to get more points. Okay, skin and fat needs to go with us. I think the hearts take quite a lot of points to study. The intestines as well. The skull, maybe not so much. We'll take you as well. Maybe we can study fat too. Also, while we're down here, I never fixed this. We should do so now. We can also do this side. No, I've never ventured this way. I wonder how a snake comes in. This hatch is closed for now. Oh. Okay. That's very useful. If you don't maybe believe in using the teleport stone. That will take you straight from the home to pretty much the village. Okay, let's go back to the church and get some more blue points so we can get more blue points and get more blue points. You see the pets in here. Also, while we're at it, before I forget, we really need cremation. We need to unlock that first. Like, really first. Okay, now I feel better. We'll unlock that as well, because that will be our key to getting more blue points for the moment. Okay, let's just go back and see what else we can study. Oh yeah. From Head of the Royal Treasury Department, we are happy to congratulate you on reopening of the church and the graveyard. Also, we are pleased to inform you that by using these lands you have become a subject of royal law. All on-ground structures remain property of the Holy Church. However, all surface land and buildings that sit no deeper than 1 royal leap or 4 royal spits, as dictated by the ancient contract, belong to the royal family and the town. Through this mailbox, you may now access a vast array of services provided by the Royal Treasury Department. Your taxes may also be paid by mail. Have a nice day, and remember, King Jay the 7th loves you. I believe that was the 7th. We paid our taxes so long. We'll get into that menu a bit later. There's a lot of stuff to do with it. Okay, let's see. Science. Okay, yeah, we can do the fat, the skin and the skull. Let's do the fat, and then maybe the skin. Nice. It can be decomposed into fluid. Ew. Also, I should have eaten a cake, and I'm gonna eat one now stupidly, when I should have eaten one before this. But I ate it before we did the skin, so I think all is forgiven. Okay, I'm gonna take you two back with me. I'm gonna leave the rest. We can't really do anything at the moment. Let's go see about getting the cremation started. Oh, we can also buy exhumation permissions now. Okay, we need billets and 7 more iron parts. But that's only for the trunk, so I think let's just focus on the billet for now. Well, we have energy, even though it is nighttime. I really messed up that one. But in case, we have 2 bodies to burn. And one to test out, because I'm really curious, as I mentioned, I think the last episode, We buried that one corpse, right? And we got the burial certificate for it. If we dig him up now and cremate him again, or cremate him not again, will we get the money for it? I'm really curious to see, so maybe we should go dig him up and check. Because either way, I'm gonna get 2 burial certificates out of it, so we don't have enough money. Okay. Oh, well, we'll have to wait a bit. You'll stay right there and wait for us, you and the other one. And we'll get back to you. For now, let's go fetch our friends that have been... Alright, so what? Are you a cleric now? It seems so. I don't remember anything after my death. Maybe there's nothing there. Or maybe I just forgot everything. Amnesia can be a useful skill. You know what I mean, my friend. Not really. If you're reminding me to keep quiet still, then maybe. If you're not, then I don't know what you're on about, really. Are you warning me about something? I did protect you from the Inquisitor, even though I protected myself as well. Let's go get the other friend. And maybe now Donkey. No, Donkey. Damn, we should have milked him for bodies before we opened the church, but we didn't really have much choice. We were stuck, so we had to progress further. And this is how the cremations look in the game. So the ash you can use, and the salt you can use as well. So the reason I brought the ash into the house is you actually make the urns the ashes go into on the cooking table. Oh my god, I forgot about this dude. Holy smokes, who are you? A thief? Sorry for the intrusion, and no, I'm not a thief. But are you sure you're not a thief? Have you ever been in prison? Yes, we escaped from prison 3 days ago. Wow, a real repeat offender. Cool. Dear Keeper, I couldn't possibly be a thief. I'm a Marquis. Well, I've heard of contract killer's name, Baron, Viscount, and Countess. I don't think that's related to this. Listen to me, please. I, the Marquis Theodoro Jr., along with my friends, were sentenced by the Inquisition to the fire. But we are not heretics. This is just someone's vile slander. So we escaped from prison. Alas, not everyone managed to get out of town. Those who survived set a camp nearby. I'm forced to come to you, Keeper. We desperately need your help. I know that look. Yes, we're ready to pay you. Money makes the world go round. Show me your camp and let's talk details. Our servants secretly delivered us some items and food for the first days. But we need much more to survive, and we have nowhere to go. Then why don't you hunt, gather mushrooms and berries, grow vegetables? You're right, but understand our situation, please. We all belong to the aristocracy. We have neither experience nor skills for living in such conditions. We know philosophy, etiquette, rhetoric. Can that help us with food and drink? On the other hand, please rest assured, we have more than enough to pay you for your services. Food and drink? That doesn't sound complicated. Okay, get the menu ready. Great. There's just one more thing you should know. The Inquisition is looking for us. Which means, if you tell anyone about us, we'll all die by torture. Sure, it's top secret. And one more thing. One of my friends desired to meet you very much. Master Alaric, the former Inquisitor who helped us escape. Graveyard Keeper, what an honor to meet you. It's a pleasure for me too, but... Speak louder, his hearing's quite poor. But I haven't done anything yet to... Much louder, he's almost deaf. To deserve such a respect. You do, and you will do. Teodoro, could you please let us talk privately? He left out the please. Of course, Master Alaric. Your grim secrets, thank God, are none of my business. I'm not gonna yell. And now, what do you know of the role you've been chosen to play? Sorry? What did Ancient God tell you when he brought you here? He's looking straight through me. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I have no idea what you're talking about. I bury corpses, conduct sermons, trade human flesh. That's all. Don't lie to me, Keeper. I know more than you can possibly imagine. Then what's the point of interrogating me, Master Alaric? I see. Forget my questions, please. Just leave me in peace. No problem. Have a good day, Master Alaric. This guy sure could use a hearing aid. Don't pay him any heed. Alaric is just a selfish and cruel old man. Like the other Inquisitors. But you said he rescued you, Marquis. Isn't that a reason to be grateful? Perhaps. But there are more reasons not to be grateful. Oh, cryptic. So before we go any further, this is the Game of Crone DLC. This isn't the base game, so this is officially one of the DLC missions. Or DLC content. Where are we going? I was gonna talk to you. This morning, I spoke with a former servant of my father. He spoke of the Inquisition's repressions. The people are falling into panic. Nobody knows who will come for next. The atmosphere is growing and growing. Have they thought about the possibility of leaving town? They're too frightened. They pay huge bribes in exchange for promises of safety, but the safety only lasts a short while. But no, generally speaking, there's no one to escape around here. Except our camp, maybe. Can't you accept new refugees? I'd like to help these people, I really would, but our camp is so small. Well, I could build an additional tent. It would be great, and it would mean we'd need a well, otherwise the people will start suffering from thirst. Okay, our minds are free, my friends. We've left the shackles and prison cells behind. About the camp development. I can try to explain it, obviously, I'm no specialist, but I've read about such matters. There are certain deep mechanisms and parameters involved. Imagine it's some tricky game. And if you understand it that way, why, you're halfway there. The rest is pure logic. Okay, so I'm not gonna ask him about this, I already know, and it's really just a ton of logic, of dialogue, and infographics. So if you're interested in how the DLC works, or what you need to do, then you can probably read it somewhere else, or on another channel, but for now I more or less have an idea what to do, so... Everything depends on refugee happiness. So, to build, for instance, water well, we first need to feed and get them watered enough so that all 3 current refugees will be happy. And then we can do stuff like build a tent or get a new refugee. So, I think let's start with the water well. But we should really just bring them food and stuff first. Also, we now have access to more honey trees. And the quarry, because they opened it for us. You'll see what I mean in a moment. I'm first just gonna enable the quarry for fast travel. I think this has been a more productive episode compared to yesterday's. Or, I mean the previous one, episode 2. So here, if we keep going up, we'll get to the coal, and if we keep going left and up, we'll get to the quarry. So this is like a home and away from home. You can sleep here as well. We actually need to repair this. Nice. Okay. So here is marble. That is the mines, but you can't enter into it. I believe in previous versions of the game, the mine is full of toxic gases. If only I could find someone who doesn't need to breathe. That's a hint of the DLC that's included with the base game for free. So in previous versions, the coal vine was here. Or vein. I don't know why I went to vine. This is stone. And this is iron. So what we'll do is we'll set up a few stone piles, stockpiles over here. And then we can set up a stone cutter as well, and then get resources this way. But for now, I'm just gonna go home. Actually, no. We need to show you what they opened for us. So let's head back this way with our log. Did I get this honey tree that's up here? Or it's actually more this way. Okay, so that's another fishing spot, and this is another honey tree. With a mushroom. I love the forest music. So if we keep going down, there's this great big tree here. I wonder how many logs I could chop from this big tree. If only I never got tired and I was super strong. That's another hint. Oh, there's berries we forgot. Okay, so if we continue down and evade the bats for now, you'll see it opened this area for us. So this one we actually had to open ourselves, and they just did it for us because the DLC activated. So that's actually a pretty good tip. If you're playing this, don't spend the resources to open that, just wait for Game of Crone to kick in. And you'll have a free pathway open for you. Okay, we can head home now. And you'll see now the quarry has been added as well as the refugee camp. So we need to remember to keep those guys kind of fed and watered because, I don't know, I feel bad if I leave them alone for too long. They can't do anything themselves, even though they do forage a bit. But they can't get water anywhere, so we'll get that to them first thing in the morning. Or when we wake up. Which means we'll kind of have to share our food with them as well. Which isn't an issue. I mean, we're almost at the stage where we'll be able to get a lot of food. So I'm not really worried about that. So this is seemingly a magic well. You just pull out buckets and buckets of water and it's just endless buckets of water. And to get the actual water you have to use it. And then, like milk, it will go into your inventory. So let's get one more, maybe 2 more. and go drop that off for them. Let's get our crops. We need to purchase more seeds, so I think let's head to the refugee camp and then go to the Dead Horse to sell our certificates. And then we'll head back here. I can drop off some carrots for them. Actually, yeah, I'll drop off some carrots for them. I don't mind sharing. We can plant 2 things, it seems. I should have planted fertilizer first. No. Okay, let's head to the camp. See, the happiness is 0.05 at the moment because this is empty. But they can't do that. Okay. I'll drop that off, some carrots and cabbages. And I'll forage this mushroom, thank you. So you can kind of ignore the storyline for now if you want as well. Just drop off some water every now and again once it's activated. I don't think anyone will die if you don't bring them anything, at least. I don't know if they will, so... But it's the thing about this game, it makes you feel bad about stuff. At least I think it's tries to make you feel bad about stuff like eating the meat. I don't know. It's a game. It's not that deep. Okay, still no cabbages were grown, so maybe I didn't pick them on my previous farm. Well, as we have kind of a quiet moment, I think I will end this episode here while I just slice this ham, if you will. And I will probably see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.